Hey everyone, my name is Dukinus from the clan Lean Mean Dream Team, and I'm very excited to bring you my first video for Planet Destiny. It's actually the 11th episode of a series on my clan's channel called Trials, Tips, and Tutorials. The idea behind this series is that most people have already hit a ceiling with their gun skill, accuracy, and reaction time, meaning you're about as good as you're going to get. However, there are other skills in Destiny that you might not have thought about that will improve your performance. So using actual gameplay examples, this series talks about those other skills, which include communication, knowing your opponents, what to do in outnumbered situations, and a handful of other topics. I'm obviously biased, but this series has gotten a very good reception by the people who have seen it, so I'm pretty confident in telling you that at the bare minimum, it's worth your time to check it out. A link to the channel and series are in the description, but that's enough about that. Let's get started. Today we're going to be talking about communication, and more specifically, how to boost your team's morale with positive reinforcement. I'm not some self-taught psychology major, or a doctor, or some kind of brain expert, so positive reinforcement is about the only term I know. However, I have spent a lot of time on sports teams and playing intense matches online. I've had the pleasure of playing with many different types of players, and I want to share this information with you because if you carry yourself the way I do in Trials, you might find more success. We're going to discuss how you should speak to your team when they're having a bad game, giving credit for underrated plays, and how to talk to a teammate after they make a bad play. All of these topics follow the idea that maintaining positivity leads to a boost in morale, which leads to better overall play, which then leads to winning more games. I know it can kind of sound a little lovey-dovey or hanky-panky, and you might not think this kind of soft factor matters, but trust me, it does matter. We'll start off with what to say when your buddy is having a below-average game. Everyone has bad games, that's how it goes, that's Trials. So the worst thing you can do is say things like, I'm holding my own, or I'm doing everything I can, or am I the only one going positive again? What you're really saying, or at least the message that's being conveyed is, I'm not a team player. I don't care about what the team is doing because I'm personally having a good game. You're isolating yourself from your team, which is counterproductive because Trials is a team game. So you're going to have a tougher time winning games because you're discouraging your teammates. Say the scoreboard comes up. Your buddy has a .17 KDR and you're losing 3-1. You think your buddy doesn't know he needs to step up? Of course he knows that. They leave the scoreboard up for a painful 5 seconds in between rounds. There's nothing else for him to look at. So you're not bringing attention to his KDR by calling him out. He's not going to go, oh geez, Bill, you're right, I better step up, eh? He's already thinking that. All you're doing is rubbing it in. And when you crap on someone in the middle of a game, it negatively affects their play going forward. I want to show you a better way to react when your buddy is having a bad game. Look at this clip here. My clanmate and friend Deathbat was 0-8 in a close game and was getting frustrated with himself. So take a listen to how I respond.
Can I get shit on any fucking worse?
Dude, you listen. You're way better than what your score says, okay? And you've done more than what your score says. You just gotta forget about it, bro. We're tied. Like, the team's tied. The KDR of the team is 1.0 right now. So let's just forget about that. Play your game, dude. You get 2 sticks this round, we win the game, bro. So just think about it like that. Don't worry about the last 6 rounds. Worry about right now.
Reflecting on the past is a great way to improve, but the middle of a game is not the time or the place. Reminding your team what they're capable of and keeping them focused on the current situation 100% boosts their morale. So instead of shutting down and feeling bad about themselves like we all get when things aren't going our way, it causes more communication and better overall play. This obviously increases your chances of winning. So that's how you approach a teammate when they're having a bad game, but what about when they make an underrated play? I'll throw a hypothetical example at you because I don't have one in game. Let's say you and a teammate go down. Your buddy is last guardian standing. He doesn't get any kills, but absolutely jukes the enemy team and manages to safely get both revives. You then drop all 3 opponents and get a team wipe. You get all the glory because you clinched the round, but you wouldn't have been in that position without the crazy jukes from your buddy that everybody already forgot about. You should call that out. Don't let people give you credit for a team effort. When your buddy congratulates you on your play, let him know you wouldn't have been able to do it without your buddy's jukes. Giving credit where credit is due shows your teammates that you notice and appreciate the little things they do. That's how camaraderie is built, and that's how strong teams are made. It maintains positive momentum so your team continues to play well. The last thing we're going to talk about is the most important point, which is what to say after your teammate makes a mistake. When a player makes a bad play, they tend to react in one of 2 ways. On one hand, they might try and do too much in an attempt to make up for their error, which isn't a good way to recover because they'll play more aggressively, which often leads to more mistakes. The other thing they might do is shut down and play too passively in fear of making another mistake, which isn't helpful either. You want to level your teammate out after a bad play and keep them in the state of mind they would be in had they not screwed up, because that's where they play the most consistent. If you've been following the gameplay so far, you'll see that we were down 4-1 against Darkar. He was the number 21 ranked player in PS4 ELO at the time we played him, so we really wanted to win this game. As you can see, we get the game back to 4-3, and we recommend my clanmate AJ goes for a kill with his Nova Bomb. figuring we can use that pick to win the round. Watch what happens and pay attention to how I react.
Oh no, I thought.
Back it up. You're fine, bro. You're fine. Just back it up. Forget about it, man. Just forget about it. We can still win this game without your Nova Bomb, so we're cool. Just chill. Play your game, man.
No one single play can lose an entire game, but it often feels like it can when you mess up in a clutch moment. Dwelling on this even further reduces your chances of winning. I won't spoil the ending, but regardless of what happens, we had a better chance of winning this game with AJ not thinking about a whiff Nova Bomb. Instead, I had him focusing on the task at hand, playing his game, and as you're about to see, he responds by taking out their best player. Let's do a quick summary of what we covered today. At the bare minimum, don't be negative at all. However, it's best to take it a little further by reinforcing your team with positive comments when they're playing poorly or make a bad play. Also, make sure to give them credit for any underrated plays they make. This will boost their morale, which makes them play better, which then increases your chances of winning. If you're like me, but your team isn't, share this video with them. 3 positive people does wonders for a team, so work towards that. But it starts with yourself. Stay positive, and good luck this weekend. Dukinus out.
Okay.
Come outside for me. Come outside for me. Let's go! Let's go!
Watch self first.
You would have done it already.
That's how we fucking do it, boys. That's how we fucking do it. Huge game, boys.